Hi everybody, it's Crafting Just Because with Chris Cowan, and today we are going to play with one of the stamp sets that you received in the Beyond the Horizon Paper Pumpkin Kit. And I'm sorry to bring this to you a little late, however, I just received my Paper Pumpkin Kit last week. And so I got both of mine back to back, the March and April one. And in particular, we're going to be playing with this set that's the huge thank you set. And it's actually a really large set. And it's just thanking us for being a pumpkin paper subscriber. And I love this set. I love the flowers and everything about it. So I wanted to show you an alternate project that we can make using this set. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring in your paper trimmer. And we're going to play with some Garden Green cardstock and some of the Heart and Home Designer Series paper that's going to be retiring here. And then we're going to use the Pale Papaya ink pad. And then it also, this kit came with some Pale Papaya ribbon. So we're going to play with some of that as well. So what you're going to want to do is you want a piece of cardstock that is cut at 7.5 by 8.5. So this is already 8.5. And we want to go ahead and cut this at 7.5. Okay. And then on the 7.5 inch side, we want to score it at 1 1/4. At 3 1/4. At 4 1/2. And at 6 1/2. And then we're going to want to rotate it to the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. Two inches. 6.5 inches. And 7 3/4 of an inch. Okay, now we're going to set that aside and we're going to bring in our Designer Series paper. And we're going to need a few pieces of this cut. So I'm going to cut this at 4 3/8. And then we're going to need one piece that is 1 7/8. Two pieces that are 1 1/8. One piece that's 7/8. And then we're going to need a piece that's 1 7/8 by 1 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a 1 7/8 inch piece here. And then 1 1/8. We'll need two of these. 1 and 2. Okay. So now that's all of our cutting that we're going to do with our trimmer. Next, I want to do a little bit of stamping here really quick. So I'm going to bring in a block and we're going to do this large flower. And we're going to do this solid image. Where's my Pale Papaya? There it is. Here's my Pale Papaya. And then I need a scrap piece of paper. So I'm just going to grab the back of this. Because what I want to do is some second generation stamping. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp down quick and then stamp down on this piece pretty quick here too. And I want this flower too. Okay. And then we're gonna clean this stamp, and then I'm gonna do full power generation on the outline of the stamp. Okay. Like that, and then like that. Okay. And then I am going to do one thing. Let's see here. I did have a piece left from my paper pumpkin kit here. And I'm going to stamp on this piece. And I'm just going to use my Memento Black ink. And I'm going to do the same, let's see here, Celebrate. I like how large some of these sentiments are, which are nice. And I'm just going to center that right into the center there. Okay, so now all of our stamping is done. And now I'm going to come in with my paper snips, and we're going to cut out those flowers. And then I'm going to show you how to assemble my box here. Okay. Sorry if I kind of go off camera there. I'm trying to cut it out as fast as I can. So this box, I don't know if I already mentioned it or not, I saw created by the Paper Pixie, and it holds one of the mini Bath and Body lotions or body washes. Or you could put anything you want in it, actually, but that's just an idea. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to cut this up, and then I'm going to let it sit, you know, so you could see it sit here. So we first want to take off these two outer rectangles. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these off. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip this next tab, and I'm going to cut off like the corner like this. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean here. Oops. And you're going to do this on both sides. Okay. So now we're going to cut that one off as well. Okay. Then I'm going to cut up on the ones that have the tabs. I'm just going to cut up like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wedge these pieces. So I kind of did a slight variation to her Paper Pixie box. Because she did a triangle thing there, but this works just the same. And what's nice about this box is it will fold flat, and you don't need to keep it upright. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to round the corners of the tabs here. So on this corner, I'm going to round it just like that. And then I'm going to fold these in, and I'm going to round the corners here and here, and do the same thing on this side. And let me fold this flat, and then we'll use our bone folder and go over it. But that's what it looks like all cut out. And then we can burnish our score lines. I don't know what happened to my bone folder. Okay, so that's what you're left with. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put our designer series paper on, and we're going to have to round a couple of the corners to match. So we have this piece right here. Okay, and then we have these two pieces that will be flat. And then we have this piece that goes here, and then our little side flaps. Oh no, sorry. And then these pieces right here. So we only needed to round that first little tab. Okay. So go ahead and adhere this down. Just like so. I love having projects like this that you can keep flat, and that it won't, you can still have it all ready for your gift giving. It just will fold flat. Okay, and then I'll show you how the box goes together, and we'll decorate the top. Okay. So when you're ready to do this box, you're gonna glue these tabs down to keep this shut. like that. And then you have your box, okay? And then I'm just gonna add my little embellishment here. And I'm actually gonna cut this flower off that I only did part of. And I don't even want the other little piece. So we're good on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down. Just like that. And then in the kit, it also had some rhinestones. And so I'm going to put a rhinestone in the center of the flowers. Just like that. And then I'm going to, I kind of want to cut this down. I think we're going to do that. I'm just going to cut this down. Like that. Oh, I like that. I'm going to put it like that. And I'm just going to use some dimensionals. And I'm not even going to use the ribbon that I thought we might use that came with the kit. There's our finished project, you guys. So it was using that extra free set that you got in the Beyond the Horizon paper pumpkin kit. And all I added was some designer series paper, a piece of garden green cardstock, and we used pale papaya ink. So thanks for joining me today, you guys. And until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.